The National Agency Against Trafficking in Persons on Tuesday kicked off a 3-day training of law enforcement officers on the national referral mechanism of trafficking in persons. The training aimed at empowering different security units ranging from the Gambia Police Force, the Immigration Department, Customs, and the National Intelligence Services on procedures of referral mechanism against trafficking in persons. The Executive Director of the National Agency Against Trafficking in Persons, Aissatou Dabo, said the training of security units on the methods of referral against trafficking in persons is aimed at enhancing capacities of security apparatus regarding cases against trafficking in persons, while emphasizing the role of the agency in building awareness to mitigate global prevalence of trafficking in persons activities.
We hope that the training and the information and knowledge that would be passed on to them will facilitate the issue of referrals, because many a times you come across victims of trafficking not just when they come to report cases at the office. It can be at the border, it can be at the airport, it can be at the police station. So these stakeholders need to understand what steps they need to take when it comes to victim identification, when it comes to screening of these individuals, in order to facilitate the reporting process of trafficking in persons and ultimately help the agency to be able to push more cases that have been investigated and secure more convictions for persons found wanting from trafficking in persons.
The Deputy Head of Investigation at the National Agency Against Trafficking in Persons, Tijan Fall, highlighted the primary functions of the agency by creating awareness and building the knowledge base of security officers on cases of human trafficking, while stressing the agency's objective of making the Gambia a free zone against trafficking in persons.
When we build the capacity of law enforcement officers, we believe we are not everywhere, but they are everywhere within the entry and exit points. And if they have the background knowledge of human trafficking, they will help in collaborating and in mitigating human trafficking in the Gambia, because one of our goals is to make the Gambia a free trafficking zone.
He further advised the public to be cooperative and testify against cases of trafficking in persons.
So we call on all stakeholders, the general public, to make sure, let us come together and fight this heinous crime. Because trafficking in persons, it's a very serious crime, because it degrades the human being. It gets you out of your senses. When you are traumatized, sometimes you lack so many things. You become a less human being. Sorry to use that language. So this is a very serious crime that is meted against human being. It's a gross violation of one's fundamental right. So we are calling all general public or all stakeholders to come on board and make sure we cooperate with NAATIP to fight this heinous crime within our community.
The Deputy Chief of Operations and Regional Task Force Commander of Carnival West, Edward Mendy, said the trafficking in persons should not only be seen as a national concern, but a regional issue that needs the collaborative effort of various sectors in tackling the menace of the global practice, reiterating the significance of the training to capacitize the security on tackling the global practice.
The participants who are here to take this training very seriously, as this will go a long way in reducing or maybe helping the government in clamping down on cases of trafficking in person, and also to enable the security forces in incapacitating the trafficking person networks in the country.
An estimated 3.7 million people in Africa are forced into human trafficking, with an estimated profit of $13.1 billion. The study found that all countries in Africa reported cases of human trafficking that are triggered by armed conflict and instability, as well as early marriages. Momodou S Jallow, GRTS News.